Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had managed to take Narbomatius. Yeah, took another town, and now we're planning to take another town. Back at war with the Romans, which is good because I didn't really want to be at peace with them. It was only a very temporary deal in which they just gave me some money to, so I had to stop bullying them for a turn. So yeah. Anyway, what we're doing right now is I'm moving troops on Thapsus, but the Brutii are moving troops against me on several fronts, including Caralis, which was a bit of a turn up for the books. Wasn't really expecting the Brutii to attack there. There's another Scipii fleet roaming in the north, carrying a large complement of troops, but look, they managed to damage their fleet quite well. Didn't manage to sink them in one go though, which is annoying. But for now, we're going to deal with this little Brutii army here. It's a urban cohort and one unknown unit, so I don't really know what the other unit is, but just in case, we're just going to throw everything and the kitchen sink at them. So yeah, we'll take out Captain Valerius now and just, you know, turn him around. So it's us against Captain Valerius, and it's just a unit of urban cohorts and a unit of ballistas. So what we could basically do here is crush him with hoplites, cavalry, or whatever I want, basically. So we're just going to surround and kill him, basically. So it's a pretty done deal, 20 to 7 strength ratio, but these are urban cohorts. We are going to kill a few men. So we need to just try and keep casualties down to a minimum. So Hamilcar Bulla, let's see if you have enough bullion to bully the Romans out of my lands. Because constant exposure to dangers will breed a nice contempt for them as well. And that's something that's good.
Take up your spears, saddle the horses, drink the last of your wine. Fate awaits us, soldiers. Fate has decided our destinies. Now, take up the sword, pull on your armor. We go to test our courage in the fires of battle!
Woo. Right. Lads, let's get ready. So, Town Militia, you guys are going to be pretty useless, but what you could be used for is just some cheap Pilum absorbing units. So you guys are going to go in first, and we'll just let the enemy Pilums go into you, and then you'll all tragically die, but it means my better units will not suffer any casualties, and then they can do the fighting. So yeah, you two are flanking and fodder, basically. I know it's not a good role, but it's all you're good for, really, so yeah. Anyway, I'd be in infantry because I lack a better unit in this area. Well, I do have my mercenary hoplites, so you're going to be my core fighting force. So you guys will go here, but going ahead of you will be also the Poeni, well, not the Poenis, the mercenary hoplites. And then going even further ahead will actually be the Balearic slingers and their mates, the peltasts. Because these guys have missiles and therefore can do things first, except the peltasts won't be coming. I'll keep the peltasts back because I'm not really too keen on what they could. Well, I don't think they'll be too useful. These slingers would serve me better here. Skirmisher regulars, you go over here, by the way. Libyan spears, not really too much of a use for you today, really. And then cavalry, you're over here, and you're going to wipe out the artillery at the first opportunity. Right, we all clear on where we're going? Good, let's go. Where the fuck is the enemy? Oh, it's over there, right. And for some reason the slingers are at the front. Well, not the slingers at the front. The urban cohorts are actually doing a runner. Well, they're not doing a runner. They're going to just get into position. Cavalry. If the enemy refuses to defend their artillery, we must show them the folly of their ways. Wipe out their artillery quickly and then pull back. Because, yeah, they're in a position where their artillery is going to get stomped. So may as well go for it. I'm going to start pulling other units forward though, and he is moving his troops again, but he isn't really moving them, so right now we are safe. We are in the safety zone, so let's start bringing units forward. And there's an annoying Roman fleet over there, by the way. We are going to sink it, don't worry. But for now, you cavalry, you've got to make this quick, by the way. You do not have time to mess around. You've got to basically smash into that ballista, get him on the run, pull out, end of. No messing, no mussing, no fussing. Take out the artillery, then go. If you engage those urban cohorts, you're only going to die, so for now, just let this pathetic Brutii vanguard just get wrecked. Right, they're coming in, but we've got the ballistas on the run. So right, ballistas are done for. End of. You lose, Brutii. You lose. So cavalry, you just line up and get ready to stomp down the urban cohorts at an appropriate time. And I'm just going to wait on everyone else to come. So let's see, slingers are getting closer and closer now. Cavalry, I've given you an order, please line up, but you know, just to save space, just make a chunky formation today. There's only one unit to deal with, so we can pull away quickly because these guys won't even get a chance to respond, basically. Are these guys holding their shields with a force, by the way? It's weird. But yeah, every unit still has their order. Town militia are on their way in, just to basically provide cover for the slingers. Slingers are just going to do their job. Mercenary hoplites, they're going to be the main frontal force. Basically, once the hoplites are in there and picking away at the urban cohort's health, we'll bring our cavalry round the back. And we're probably not going to win we're not probably going to beat these guys through the conventional way of stabbing them to death, because these guys are armoured like tin cans. But if we could just quickly push them into a rout, which is what I think will happen, we'll just win that way. Right, slingers, get your first volley into them. They're moving, and I know you can volley right now, so just get a volley in there. Here come the rocks. No kills this time, but keep on trying. Okay, right, some of our town militia are falling behind her. You guys need to step up the pace now. Come on. You're supposed to be here defending my slingers, so come on. Jog on. Let's get everyone else ready. Hoplites, you need to go there, but right now it looks like we're adjusting position. Iberians, cease. You're in position now. Militia, just be careful of where you're going. Don't get in the way of my slingers. And then, yeah, I think that's everyone in their position now. Right, good. Everyone knows what they're doing. Urban cohorts are just weaving in and out for a second. They're not quite sure what they're going to do. That's fine. We'll just keep on killing them. These guys, looks like, yeah, they're not getting hit by my own stones. So, right, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Right, just keep killing them then. Just adjusting formation as their men start dying. Yeah, one of them was stupid enough to take a rock to the face. Just got to aim for the face. That's the only thing we can do really with these guys. I mean, the slingers are going to get an absolute bare minimum of kills, but you know what we can do. Peltasts, since the Brutii are playing the long game, moving over there and just see what you can kill. May as well just have some fun with you. Okay, slingers. I mean, you just wear them out until your armament is expired, because, well, yeah. If these guys are just going to stand there and take it, I know the kills you're going to get are basically going to be nothing, but it's like they're playing really, really, really bad Space Invaders here. We just haven't quite got the hang of it yet. And I've got the hang of it, as you can see, but I just haven't bothered to upgrade my gun since level 1, so that's why I'm not winning. Still, at one point they will actually move forward by one step as well, but yeah. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish here, but all they're really accomplishing is one dead cohort, and that's about it really. I mean, yeah. Right, are we actually... I thought we were actually going to do something. No, one of them died, so one of them had enough of being stoned to death, but now they're just going to continue taking it. Okay. I guess we can continue allowing that to happen. Thrilling this, isn't it? It's like we're getting shot at by a machine gun, but unfortunately they're all wearing their Kevlar armor. Another one passed away, by the way. Still, it's an urban cohort less to deal with. Every dead one counts. It starts to weaken them. Right, are we back in this situation again? You gonna do another sidestep for me today? Oh no, you're not sidestepping anymore right now. They've just completely lost a plot of Space Invaders. Right. Finish them off. Go on. Use up whatever's left of your ammo. Right. That's the last of our ammo gone. You accomplished about 4 kills. You didn't accomplish a lot of kills, basically. Right, withdraw. You've done your job for today. Town militia, we're going to start moving in for the kill now. You guys are still there to absorb pillums, because as far as we are aware, the urban cohorts have yet to expend their pillums. So you guys need to be there, and you need to be absorbing the enemy fire. Unless they retreat, and then we're just going to chase them down. Which I'm not sure if they're doing now, actually. No, they're not retreating. He's trying to get into position. He's trying to do something. He's coming in for the charge. Right. Well, not urban cohorts, but basically, yeah. You guys get ready to be stomped up a little bit. Town militia, get on their flank. You guys get ready to go in for the kill. You guys stop and hold. Ooh. Not a pretty sight, really. Look, just grit your teeth, lads. Grit your teeth. That's all I can really ask of you for this one. But look, he's surrounded. He doesn't have a chance right now. I mean, there you go. Now he's getting killed as well, but... Oh, it's still painful to watch, even if they are town militia. I still have respect for town militia, but don't suck. Right, anyway. They're going to feel satisfied that they've just wiped out a unit, but to be honest, it's all for naught. Mercenary hoplites are in position now. These guys are just having a rain of peltast fire upon them. So once the peltasts are done, I'm going to move everything else in. So peltasts, just keep it coming. Doing a brilliant job, and these guys are just more interested in this town militia. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on there, but right, cavalry begin maneuvering around the flank. Get ready. Right, let's take advantage of these guys. I mean, they're wavering, but while they're still holding the line somehow. By the way, town militia, you know what? You can try and get some back kills if you want. You're not really going to get any, but right. Hoplites, move in. You've got them on the flanks, so they're going to have a real hard time responding to you now. Once the hoplites are pushing in, which we're doing now. Right, cavalry. Cleanse them. And yeah, most of my round shield cavalry will die in the charge because these are round shield cavalry, but let the general do the majority here. The general is going to be the key unit. Right, town militia, start moving in. Join in. Some of you might even get kills, and that would be really good for you, wouldn't it? Right. Hamilcar, try and avoid dying in this one, by the way. I won't want you to die. If you die, we might have an issue. Ooh, nice in the back. Right, we've got him. Take them all out. Take them all out. I don't know what the Brutii were thinking here, but all it's got them really is a lot of death. And I've kept my casualties to an absolute minimum here. Only non-essential units died.
No one can argue that it is not both well-deserved and worthy.
Yep. Just a nice way of taking out a nicely, highly gussied up enemy. Yeah, a lot of my men died here. Well, 160 died, but let's face it, it was mainly just town militia who were dying and round shield cavalry, because round shield cavalry fucking suck, but yeah. The town militia played their part as a sacrificial unit. Cavalry got the majority of the kills on this one. Hoplites actually pulled in a nice amount of kills as well. Some of the town militia did actually get kills, by the way. More than that could be 7 of my balearic slingers, coming away with a grand total of 3 kills, and my peltasts getting 7 in total. So yeah, I guess it does go to show how well armoured the urban cohort is. It's a field test for them, really, but it's still a defeat for them as well. And I also got a Roman turncoat. That's good. That now gives Hamilcar Buller a bonus against Romans. I like that. I like that a lot. That's going to make you very useful to me, isn't it? Okay. Replenish your men and prepare for whatever's next, which might be a Skippy Eye invasion if we can't deflect it in time, so keep your eyes peeled. Right, Cirta. We've got the pick of the 3. There's Julianus Pilatus, who has a half-decent army. There's Captain Galerius, who has a unknown army. And there's Placus Petilius, who has a mixed army, but is probably verging on the side of being a good army. So it's really, who do you want to kill first? And what I'm thinking is, I'm going to kill whoever is geographically closest to Cirta, in case the game bullshits me. So, but then again, taking out Julianus Pilatus is very tempting. But I feel like, well, let's face it, he shoddied himself up fighting at my walls. He'd do the same thing if he got to my walls again, so I'll let him come to the walls and shoddy up. Either way, I'm going to have a new unit of Sacred Band ready, so I'm going to leave behind 1 unit of the Barbarian Mercenaries because they're just not worth it. And yeah, take out Captain Galerius now because he is geographically the closest and therefore the quickest kill we can get. And we'll just take him out now, get him out of the way, and then that's 1 less army to deal with when these 2 inevitably dogpile a city. So, Captain Galerius is going to be our foe for today. Abdimki Lixus is leading, though. This is his first chance to get out there and, well, have a bit of fun, because I don't think I've had you lead an army yet, so I am hoping you'll be good, because all you got so far is some crappy management traits, which I'm just saying are actually quite good. I mean, you know, master smiths, mining engineers, arrested chargers. You've got some things about you, but for now, you've got to dig in and fight. I've moved you into a war zone, and you're gonna have to prove you can talk for talk and walk for walk. Strike Furiosa is 3-2 in my favour, but since this is not technically a sally forth battle, the Romans are not likely to retreat instantly, but I suspect they will retreat once they start taking casualties. Only 2 concern units really is I know it's Praetorian cohort, but as you saw in that last battle, if we're smart and strategic, we can turn them into a piece of piss. What we need to be thinking about really is getting rid of those artillery and getting rid of those Velite gladiators, because they're the only 2 units that really stand as a credible threat to my elephants. But I do have my nice archer elephants, so once the artillery's out, we can even just at least move the elephants in at a distance and have their arrow towers start sniping out the enemy men. So let's just get into this one and we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we'll be just getting a lot of kills. But a wise man in times of peace will prepare for war.
The lands of the dead will see many new souls before the sun sets. Just make sure that you are not one of them. Send our foes there instead. Now set your minds to the task in hand. Mark your target, strike hard, leave the fallen, go forward with courage!
Huh. I must have accidentally brought those barbarian mercenaries anyway. Oh well. Hello barbarian mercenaries, you've come with us for some reason. Anyway, let's fight this one out. So as you can see, I've got 3 units of Spanish mercenaries who have brought us basically just fresh bodies to the pile really, just while we're just as extra reinforcements really. So while keeping these guys alive is something of priority because these guys don't get replaced. At the same time, we may as well try and get a nice little bit of return of our investment. These guys do have pillums. I want to use their pillums. Right. So front line really is, I only have 1 phalanx unit available at the minute, so I am going to be putting phalanx foot forward really, because these guys are good for just absorbing the initial charge. We are going to put our Poenes in the front, our Spanish mercenaries in the second line, and then bringing up the rear will be the regular Iberian infantry, who will basically be able to, as I'm putting it together in my head, basically run around the flanks and just start getting, just basically do some ankle biting. Libyan spearmen, this is another battle in a row where you're not very useful to me, but at the same time, might as well just have you do a quick spot of ankle biting. Barbarian mercenaries, you have no use in this battle today. But what you can do is just keep an eye on my elephants for now, just, I don't know, be their guidance counselors or something. Just keep my elephants in check until I'm bringing them in. I'm going to keep my elephants but then again, I'm going to keep my elephants at the rear. And look, hello there, Serta. But yeah, I'm going to keep my elephants at the back just because that ballista does have some big range on it, so I just don't want to mistakenly have my elephants go on the Zerk. Right. Anyway, start grouping some units up together. Slingers, of course, are my front line because slingers are brilliant. So slingers, let's get you all out on the front. Just like so. There we go. Let's just make it a little neater. There we go. Right, slingers on the front. As usual, you don't skirmish. I give a retreat order when I think it is appropriate. And then last but not least, all my other skirmishers. You can just provide additional firepower when we're in the main battle. So, right, you go there, and oops, that's my pony infantry. I didn't mean to move them forward. I meant to move my Libyan spearmen back. There we go. And then cavalry, as usual. Abdimki, you'll be leading my lighter round shield cavalry. And long shield cavalry, you'll be doing your own thing. But one of you needs to prioritize getting round the back of our artillery and wiping it out quickly. So, let's see where the enemy puts their artillery. Maybe these ones will be wiser and put it in a defendable position. And it seems they have decided to do that. Right. Slingers, march forward and target the Velite gladiators and the early legionary cohorts. There you're going to be the ones you're going to be the most likely to score kills against. Now that ballista right now is just way at the back. We're going to have to try and deal with it as soon as we can though. So let's start bringing some cavalry around the flanks. Other cavalry, I want you also to begin making your way around the flanks. Infantry, we can't just sit there and let my slingers do all the work, so I want you all to maneuver up to, I don't know where these guys are going to go, so for now, just maneuver up to about where that tree is. I'm going to use that tree as my waypoint. So Spanish mercenaries, I want you behind the tree. Iberian infantry, I want you slightly further behind the tree, like about here. And then skirmishers, I want you way back here. Right, everyone has their orders. Everyone's moving forward in a nice consistent formation. Elephants will just stay out until the artillery is done. Once the artillery is done, elephants will begin making their way in. Enemy is making their way forward though. I think there might be... Oh, no, right, it's alright. We're just adjusting formation right now. They're not spoiling for a fight just yet. Slingers, I'm going to suggest holding fire, even though we've just managed to fire, so... But for now, hold fire. See if they respond. They're responding, right? No, wait, they're not responding. They're not responding. They're pulling back. As I say, if we hold fire and wait for my infantry to get into position, we'd be in a far better position, but right now, the Velite gladiators, they're pissed off, so they just want to fight right now. So, right, slingers... Run, get back. Slingers, part the ways. Slingers, it's time for you to get out of there. Poenes, you've got the early legions to deal with because the Velites are pulling back. They've just realised the folly of their ways. But right, cavalry. We don't really have the opportunity to get in against the artillery right now. They've left the Praetorians to guard it. Right, but right now, right. Enemy's pulling back. Right. Retreat order sounded! All men go forward! All men go forward! I just heard that noise, right. Everyone get a move on now. That's it. The Romans have given up. Everyone just get in there. Pow, pow, pow. Go for kills. There is no point in anything anymore. Just get in there. Kill what you can. He's gonna save what he has for the main event now. Kill what you can. I'll replenish you back at Cirta because we will have that one little last opportunity, hopefully. But for now, just get in there, kill what you can. The Romans have given up. Preferably, knock out those ballista engineers. So if we can get to, if they can just be completely in absentium, that's going to be the best outcome possible for us right now. So there we go. They are going to fight back because, yeah, units are going to fight back when they're actually engaged, but they're still going to be pushed into a rout anyway. So, fair enough. Right, General's Armour Bodyguard. He's trying to get against those Velite Gladiators. I wouldn't really recommend it, though, just because those guys might give you a bit of hurt, but right. That's the artillery wiped out completely. So, that is something we will not have to worry about at all now. General, try and pull off a charge against the Praetorians. Try and see if you can lower their numbers. Velite Gladiators. Alright, they're not going to hold this time around. They're just going to go down. They can only hold out against so much cavalry, I guess. Other cavalry, start moving in on those legionary cohorts. Come on, we might have a bit too much cavalry, you know, too many cook swallows broth. And those guys have escaped, right. So that's it. Oh well. I'll still take what I've got. That's 3 units wiped out because they bottled it.
And all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Right, good. Minimal casualties. And yeah, the enemy just made tactical errors there. I'll just take that. There's some stats if you want to look at them. Long Shield Cavalry lost an experience point, by the way. That's embarrassing. How did that happen? They didn't even rout. But yeah. Good. Done. End of. That's one army on the run, and that won't be turning up to battle. I think actually with a victory that strong, we could actually just keep the momentum going and take on another army, actually. Because that was just a fantastic outcome we had there. I mean, look, alright, they might actually come and bug us now near Thapsus, but for now, they're pushed back. So that was just fantastic. Now I don't know enough about his army. I know it's not a brilliant army. I know it's still quite weak. And according to these banners, Julianus actually does have a weaker army. I know there are 2 units of General's Bodyguard. That's all that I can really remember out of my brilliant short-term memory. So Placus Petilius might, well, I don't know, it all still hangs a bit weird. He's either got what's left of a pre-Marian unit, or he's just bringing a sneaky big army. We don't know yet. So, right, Cirta, grab your men once more. Leave these guys behind this time around, and get in there. And, oh shit, you're only going to do it in 1 turn, aren't you? You're out of moves. Right, that didn't go well. Yeah, we might have buggered up there a little bit. Which is odd, because I'm sure the game said I could actually make it this turn. That means the enemy's going to just move in now and instantly lay siege to Cirta. Which means but I can take him out on the field, so... yeah, it's alright. Minor hiccup there, but we'll live through that one. We can, I can just take him out with whatever I have left. So, yeah, minor hiccup, but it's not enough for me to just basically throw a tantrum and just throw all of my progress so far today in the bin. Right, Abscantius, you're still moving, still producing additional units here. Once we have 2 units of Sacred Band, we'll move forward. I was hoping to maybe get a unit of elephants actually over, but actually, yeah, if I get that unit of elephants over, then we will be good. But we do need a Byreme as well, which means Pharaoh, you could get there within 2 turns. So you know what, Pharaoh, you go over and so arrange to be the pickup. And then, yeah, once those elephants arrive, we'll match what we have out of Oscar, go to Limonum, take Limonum, and then we're 1 step closer to finishing off the Gauls. Right. But I think that is actually a good place to call it a turn there. We've got the enemy wound down, we've got them grounded down. So let them come now, let them try and regroup and do something to help themselves out with. Caralis, by the way, population deficit is not cool. Get those taxes lowered for now. There we go, that'll help us out for now. Right, next turn, please.
Aye, great lord.
We got an attack. Admiral Bashilek is being attacked by Admiral Nero. It's actually just something that isn't a Quinquerine for once. It's 1-to-1, no. This could not go well. Oh, it went well.
The sea is yours, great lord.
Right, and that's a bad noise, by the way, but that's just because death continues to stop the land. And the Brutii have actually regrouped, and they're going to just... Looks like we're just going to go all out. And yeah, you know what? That's a pathetic army. We're going to take him out today. Right. Actually, he hasn't regrouped. He's actually on the run right now. He's realised what I'm up to. So, right, Careless Karma, you're in position to possibly take Thapsus this turn. But the enemy has responded, and they're saying, no. We're just going to chuck a load of urban cohorts and artillery in there, and you are not taking this city sunshine. And yeah, he has enough units there to make life hard for me. But I can get some mercenary hoplites added into the mix. So, yeah, with those mercenary hoplites, we might stand a chance of taking him. We'd probably stand a greater chance, actually, of beating the Thapsus garrison if we were to fight on the field, actually. So I might not necessarily siege the enemy. Or at least I will. I'll initiate a siege, but one of these captains will probably just come running to the aid of the garrison and trigger a battle. And if that happens, like say if Captain Nero comes running with his rather less than stellar army, then we could probably take not a simple field victory. It will still require some hard work, but that could be a more viable option than a straight siege. Scalabus continues to have plague, by the way. Construction report is Parma has a barracks and Caralis a bazaar. And the recruitment report is Corduba some sacred band, Tingi some elephants, Serta some sacred band, and then we're just in a retraining zone. So right, good. So Tingi, I want you to export some elephants while we continue to wait on the Brutii to appear. You know what, at this rate it's probably going to be worth sending out a spy. Or at least I'm going to dispatch an army and deal with him, because actually, yeah, that's Captain Herennius who was on his way, but right now Captain Herennius is not on his way. So it's either the Brutii have lost their territory to the south, which is unlikely because that border's still Brutii, the horrible sickly shade of green that the Brutii are. So yeah, I'm thinking it might actually just be high time to get moving. So for now, Admiral Ferro, you're to take these elephants up to Oscar, and then you'll arrive in 3 turns time. Cool. Right. Tingi. Who's going, by the way? It's not going to be Mikpaz, it's going to be Carpoporus, even if he's a bit lazy, but he is a gate breaker. So Carpoporus, let's quickly check off what you've got right now. I don't necessarily have to leave a garrison here at Tingi, because the town is relatively safe now. So whatever Carpoporus runs into would probably be headed for Tingi anyway. Because otherwise the only other approach is through Serta, where I'm going to spot the enemy anyway. But I really would do well to start establishing a surveillance network within those mountains. So I think we will drop a few watchtowers as we march. You will take all the slingers, all the Libyan spears, all around shields, all the slingers. Don't bother with those Numidians, actually, they're not really doing fantastic in terms of numbers. And to be honest, I only really bought those for them. I just don't do skirmisher cavalry. I'm sorry, but it's just not a unit I can get in. It's just like my weak spot. I'd say the only thing this army is missing really would be a strong phalanx unit like a sacred band or something, but we do have enough numbers to probably give, I mean, like, especially Captain Herennius' army, a good run for his money. So if we could at least get there, knock out Herennius, and I'll try and send for some reinforcements ASAP. I think we have enough to definitely put more pressure on the Brutii, so we're going to initiate a new offensive. Also the elephants are just always useful. And while you're on the move, start establishing watchtowers across the region. I want to keep a stronger eye on my lands, so that's one way to go about it. Right, meanwhile over here, begin establishing extra Libyan spears basically. Right. So other things to do in Africa. Thapsus is the biggie, but I'm going to save that for next episode actually. This is going to be the main battle for this episode. This is going to be our final battle for this episode. So we'll deal with that last. We're going to deal with everything else first. Get through the rest of the admin. Fun. So, Bashilek, I want you to go north. Work out where the Scipii are. He's here, right. Finish him off. How the fuck did you lose? Right, that was not the outcome I wanted there, but once more, this is Rome Total War where the naval combat just hates me, so right. Men, you might have a fight coming your way. Luckily, I have a pretty meaty garrison, but it needs to get meatier. So, for now, begin establishing... Ooh, I don't know. Upgrade the archery range. We need slingers. Right. Unless, I don't know. Hamilcar, walk out. Any more mercenaries rocked up in the area who want to be hired by me? No. We're out of mercenaries, okay. Right, by the way, put those taxes down, man. Right, thank you very much. Right, anyway, Parma. Keep recruiting. Keep recruiting additional skirmishers, additional things that are useful to us, and also begin working on an armourer because we need better units as well. We need to. It's not just quality; it's quantity. Well, I got that. Well, oh, people know what I mean. I really hope you know what I mean. It's quality, not just quantity. There we go. Right. Over here, by the way, nothing to do in Oscar. I'm gonna hold off recruiting in Oscar for now. It is tempting to recruit more Iberian infantry, but I'll just take more for anyway. Right, but anyway, well, I don't know really. Do I want to take both generals? I don't really want to take both generals if I'm honest, but at the same time, both generals are gonna be useful. So you two, I'm sure Oscar can survive without a governor for now. You lot, go and take out Captain Vridirafos. Go see that he's put in the ground for now, because I don't tolerate having these are Iberian rebels. I hope I just don't tolerate brigands in my lands. It's just something we should be straight up not allowing. Right, you keep on moving. So there we go. We've got you on your way, Captain Zuxius. You keep on making your way over. Carthago Nova. We'll have time to get at least one unit of round shield cavalry over before the elephants arrive. That's our deadline timer. Sacred Band, you get moving as well. There we go. Right, Sacred Band will arrive on the same turn as the elephants, so there we go. So we won't send anything else from Cordoba, but Cordoba will continue producing units, but for now it's work on a Queen Kareem, just so we can continue asserting our naval dominance of the area. So right, I've got all my Iberian towns doing something useful now. Nabo Martius, let's have a quick look at you. So we need to retrain these last few skirmishers, but I think they might stay behind as a garrison, but to be honest, the question of the day is, do I stay or do I attack? What we do need to do is, I'm going to queue it up because, screw it, I just want to. We need to get the mines +1 done. That needs to be done, like, yeah, that's just priority. Get the mine +1 done, then we're in a stronger position for our economy. In terms of army. I would like to get an additional troop of Libyan spearmen in this army. But what our weakness is at the second is we can't recruit any Poeni here. The population is way too low. So actually, don't do the mines +1 yet. Get crop rotation installed. We need to grow the population. Because right now we can't get additional phalanx units, and that's the weakness. And because I'm still not sure on what the Julii are doing, I just can't weigh it up in my head. I don't want to send troops to Nabo Martis to Lemonium. That's why we're recruiting troops and sending them from Oscar, because right now I want to have a good, strong frontier against the Julii. While intelligence reports and my diplomats may suggest that the Julii are currently more occupied in the east, with an invasion of the Greek cities, it could be any second that the Julii will just snap back because there is still a close proximity to Italy, and they'll start putting all their forces against me, and then that's where things will go wrong if I have weak garrisons in Martius and Lemonium. So I want to build a frontier. Once we have a strong frontier, then we can comfortably start marching out against Rome. So for now, Alicia as well is weak. So at least when we have our frontier and start marching out, we've basically got a pick of the three. We can just pick whichever town we want and we can just go in there. And, oh, for God's sake, man. Right, well done you. But we do know that the enemy town's weak. So, right. We need a new spy. Oscar, you are capable of recruiting a spy, so just do that. Get a new spy, send him to Condé, Redonum. That's the next places I wanted to scout out, just see if the Gauls do have any strength up there. But yeah, that's it for this turn, really. All we got to do now is deal with Thapsus and deal with Cirta. So Thapsus we'll deal with next episode. This episode, it's Cirta. So for now, you, Abdimki Lixus, you've had some success right now, and we're not chasing down Julius Platalis. If he wants to run away, let him run away. For now, deal with this, and see that Cirta is safe for a little longer.
Engage the enemy.
Or if he runs off, let him run off, but he isn't going to run off. I guess these Romans do get laughed at if they're caught running away from a Carthaginian without fighting, so yeah. Placcus Petilius. His army is not fantastic. However, he has enough artillery to basically pose some sort of threat to me, especially if he did lay siege to Cirta, so it's a good thing we're taking him out now. It's not a good battle for my elephants, so they've got to stay out of this one for, well, until those scorpions are out, until those onagers are out, and until those archers are out, and yeah, I mean, this is going to be in the way, that's going to be in the way. These are going to be in the way, and then these Numidian mercenaries, they could actually be I don't know if these guys could panic an elephant, but they still pose, you know, a nuisance to me, so yeah. Anyway, this infantry should go down relatively easily. It's just a Praetorian cohort who might be the issue, but if we could trigger a mass rout, then that'll be great. So I think we'll just use the same tactic as last battle, and we'll just take this guy out. Obviously, I'm going to keep to loose formation, so just because of the presence of an onager. That's when we've got to do loose formation. When it's a ballista, I don't care, because they're so inaccurate they don't count. But when it's an onager, we've got to be ready.
Even now, fear works its magic into our foes. Their bowels weaken and turn to water, and their hearts quake within their chests. So, let your battle cries ring out clear and loud. Death! Death and glory!
Alright, let's get some death and glory going and take out some Romans again. So it's a pretty flat terrain actually. So if the Romans deploy in that valley though, then they are fools. But anyway, slingers, take the front. Then we'll have our Poenis leading the infantry contingent. So there we go. And I could do that a little better actually, couldn't I? So let's see. I want a line of 3. There we go. Well, 3 and just one random guy. He's the leftover really. So yeah, and then we got our line. Oh, by the way, loose formation, men. Loose formation. So I'm actually Gonna go for a unit of 4 there. You lot also need to be doing a loose formation, so let's just loosely formate you, or, you know, all of you go into loose formation, by the way. You just can't go into tight formation. You've all got to go into a loose formation, so let's line you up like that. There we go. So, Poenes, you wanna come back a little bit on this one, except you're not, well, who are you? You're a Libyan spearman. Get out of there, Libyan spearman. You're not supposed to be here yet. Poenian retreat is a loose phalanx for you, so there we go. At least, you know, well, we got to keep you in a phalanx anyway, but yeah, a loose phalanx for now. We'll just do it like that for now. There we go. Right, Spanish mercenaries, you're next up. Have you fire your pilums at will, because they're always good for just getting a few bonus shots in. There we go. Then bringing up their rear will be the Iberian infantry, who will also be in a loose formation. So there we go. Then we'll have the skirmishers right behind them. Once more, loosen up their formation. We can tighten our formations up once. Oh, come on. Right, there we go. We can tighten their formations up as well once we're at the point where we're actually engaging fully in the battle. So, right, you guys go there. And then round shield cavalry with Lixus, you go over there. And I'm not actually, you know what, you guys go in loose formation as well. I'm still thinking back to that battle in Narbonnesis where we nearly sniped out an enemy unit of cavalry. So for now, I'm going to keep you in a loose-ish formation just so that doesn't happen. Come on, when I say loose formation, I do mean all of you going loose formation. There we go. Right, and last but not least, Libyan spears. Actually, you're going to have a use this time because there is an enemy cavalry general. So I'm going to have my Libyan spears. You just patrol the flanks for now. Right, there we go. Army formation prepared. Let's get going. Zoom that battle map in a little bit, by the way. Although, elephants, let's make sure you're out of the way as well. I'm not forgetting the elephants. Elephants, deploy at the back. And try and avoid being killed by an onager. Right, done. Let's go. Right. So, slingers, I don't want you to fire at will just yet, but we do need to get moving, because once that artillery starts firing, it's not going to stop. But, slingers, if you could line up over there where I've just ordered you, near this nice little blotch of sand, there we go. Right, and let's just double check where this formation ends. So, and I'm actually going to have to physically point at my screen so I know where I'm putting units. All right. I want you guys to line up there, and then I want my Spanish mercenaries to line up here. It's like a big bandwagon, this, isn't it? Iberians, I want you over here, and then just to keep that flank under control. Libyans, I want you to control this hill. That's where I suspect the enemy will cavalry charge us. And then I want skirmishers just lining up over here. Right, everyone has their orders now, apart from the cavalry. Cavalry, we've got to take out the artillery, but right now the enemy is going to defend it. The general himself has made it his concern. So for now, start patrolling the flanks and look for an opening. The Romans might give us one if we're lucky. I will start bringing our other cavalry forward. If the Numidian mercenaries break off, which I'm hoping they will, we'll take advantage of that and we'll make it a quick opportunity to kill them. These guys don't stand up well in a hand-to-hand fight, so that's where we'll take them. Archers are getting ready to do something. They can't really hit my elephants, so my elephant's too far away. I'm keeping them out. Elephants and artillery must be... Well, not elephants, but, you know. Artillery and archers must be gone before the elephants can come in. If there's still either of these units operational, then I cannot, in good faith, bring my elephants to this battle, because it'll just be a disaster if I do otherwise. I'm also noticing a lack of ballistas. I'm pretty sure there were ballistas somewhere in this battle, but for now it seems like they've gone missing. Unless it's just a unit of engineers. Maybe they've actually lost the actual... That's a retreat order. He's running. Ah, you coward. You camped on the border so you didn't have to fight. Oh, that's not good now, is it? What a wimp. I do all that preparing and all that strategizing and you just... Oh, there's their artillery. Very tiny, isn't it? But yeah. Right. The artillery crews don't know what they're doing, so take them out. They're being silly. Have them pay the price. But yeah, that infantry is gone. That's on its way back to Dimidi as well. That's not going to be good for my other army. But for now, let him run. Let him run. He's not my concern right now. For now, we'll just take out this army, re-garrison Cirta, and we're going to prepare our next move, because to be honest, at this rate we might be in a position where we can start sending out troops to go offensive against Carthage itself. And if we retake Carthage, we'll be back in our power position. We'll have our old capital back. We're going to well, I don't know if I'm going to re-establish it as my capital. Obviously, later down in the line of campaign, Carthage will have to become the capital again, because it'll be in a nice central location. Finish them off.
These men are perfect. They are running from the battle in terror.
We take these guys out, and then the enemy will down some units of artillery, which they won't be bringing to future battles, at least. So there we go. Come on, finish taking them out. Come on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Take that last one out. Come on, you got to make the effort and actually stab him with a spear. No, well, no, you actually got to have your hit connect as well, my dude.
Victory lies in your grasp, and there is nothing the enemy can do but run.
Alright, that's them dealt with. Pretty pathetic battle, really. 34 kills, hooray. Would have preferred it if the enemy had actually stayed and fought. But instead, they just run away. Okay, whatever. He'll make his way down to Dimidi, and he'll continue to be a pain in my neck. But for now... you never know, actually. He might come back. We don't know yet. But I suspect things might get painful in Thapsus, so we'll just have to see what happens.
Glorious victory!
I won't really call that a glorious victory, by the way, but at least Cirta's a little safer for now. We can breathe easy again. So for now, you join in, and oh, hello there again, Mr. Flavius Delius. Right. Cirta's safe temporarily, but get a new assassin. I want a new assassin is operating this area, please, and do some retraining. There we go, right. Right, we're good here. We're good here. So, let's go to the next turn and prepare our next move. Well, not really. Careless, you have a job. I want Thapsus taken. The garrison, though, is very strong. It might be beyond your abilities to take out. It's going to be a hard-fought battle, I will say that. But if we outwit the enemy, we might be able to win. So for now, begin your siege. Actually, whatever defense it's like as well, I need to check. Oh, it's just a stone wall. Because I'm always aware, I mean, I'm going meta here. I mean, obviously in like regular, actual, real-life strategy, this would work. But just going meta game, if a city has large stone walls, there's a really annoying glitch that happens where units won't obey siege towers and stuff like that. But yeah. We are going to do a mix of siege towers, and we're going to do some sapping points. But I'm only staying for one turn, so it's going to be 2 siege towers and a sapping point. So we can take the walls, and we can also take some of the walls down. So we can take control of both levels, keep the Brutii on the run, because they have limited units anyway. So we may as well try and keep them spread out and weakened. So we'll do that, maintain the siege, and we'll see how the Brutii react. Are they going to have a big meltdown, or are they just going to be very easygoing about it? I don't know. We will know in just a second, though. But for now, we're going to go to the next turn. Admiral Giskin, by the way, is there anywhere I could send you that would be more useful than where you are right now? I could probably have you go and reinforce Admiral Abdishum, because right now I think he's going to get attacked. Go to Narbon Martius and await further orders. You might have a job in a second. But for now, we're going to go to the next turn and see what happens. Hello Thrace, I just want to top up my map information with you. Let's just see how we're going today. I'm not making an alliance, by the way. Yeah, thank you very much. And Thrace still sucks at the game. So what I did calculate did happen, right. So my army of over 2,000 men is now going to be attacked by an army of about nearly 1,500 to 600 men-ish. Strength ratio is 1-to-1, and it is slightly in the Brutii favour according to this bar. So, but yeah, I did want to do this one on the field, by the way. I just wasn't really too sure if I could win this one in a city. Urban cohorts are urban fighters. They are trained to fight in the city, which is, I know I'm talking about my bum, but it's in the name. But yeah, this is the army that I wanted to attack anyway. Yes, it has artillery and light auxiliary, which is a pain in the neck for my elephants to deal with. And yes, the enemy also has artillery of their own. But it's a more manageable army. So we can deal with him later. Well, actually, he'll be the first one to deal with. But if we can quickly jump on this weak army, knock it out, turn around, smash down Thapsus' garrison, and we'll take Thapsus. So let's do it to it. Let's give it a go. It's going to be a close one, though. Both sides are going to take some serious hurt. But if we do it right, we'll have a city.
Even now, fear works its magic into our foes. Their bowels weaken and turn to water, and their hearts quake within their chests. Now set your minds to the task in hand. Mark your target, strike hard, leave the fallen, go forward with courage!
Right, let's do it. I have a relatively strong army. We're gonna use it to its full advantage. So, enemy will be coming here. Enemy others will be coming from over here. Now, the only issue is the enemy has artillery. Both enemies have artillery. And that leaves a question of where are we going to put our elephants for now, because we need to make sure they don't go berserk. So for now, I'm going to place my elephants here. They're going to have to keep moving in this battle, though, in order to prevent artillery fire from knocking them out of the field. These guys are going to be pretty key to my victory here, so for now, they're going to be here out of the way. But I will have to keep one eye on the enemy artillery, especially the garrison army. I'll deal with this artillery over here quite easily. It's just a ballista. Cavalry can quickly charge into it and knock it out, so we have plenty of cavalry for the job as well. The general will take one unit of long shield cavalry as his personal guard. The other long shield cavalry will stay here right now and keep an eye on the other enemy army. Now we're going to lead best foot forward and have our sacred band come forward. So we're going to get them in a nice 3-line wide armies, you know, 3 deep, 3 chunk, whatever you want to call them. Just, you know, there we go, more or less. Is that right? Let's see, 1, 2, it's 4 again, but I think it's good enough actually. That's good enough. Just a small smattering of spears on the top as well, just in a nice Sarissa style formation. Right, you guys need to lead in the same fashion, so there we go. Now we just need to get down this hill into the enemy. Job done. Balearic slingers, you're at the front. These guys have plenty of ammo at least, so they'll keep going through the rest of the battle. Libyan mercenaries, I'm gonna save you. You're gonna for now defend the elephants, but you guys, I'm thinking of using you against the reinforcing army, just as some additional support because there's urban cohorts and I see them as a bigger threat. Same goes for the mercenary hoplites. I'm going to keep the mercenary hoplites in reserve. I don't know if you guys can hide, but if you can hide, I want you to hide here for now. And I'll bring you into play a little later on in this battle. I think if you break phalanx, actually, there we go. I'm gonna actually, you know what, Libyans, you hide here as well. I'm going to bring you two into play later on in the battle, but for now, I'm going to keep you there where you're not noticed, so no one will come looking for you. Slingers, you need to be at the front of the line as usual. Oh, then again, I have a spare unit of slingers, but no, I'm gonna bring both slingers against the enemy. You two will just march in unison and just do your work. May as well just get a mass bombardment out against the enemy. Libyan spears as well, actually, because that enemy army lacks cavalry. You're also going to join my little Heidi squad here, so you guys are going to go here because there's 2 units of legionary cavalry in that enemy army, if I recall correctly. So they're going to be for you to deal with. So you guys hide there and await further orders. And that's actually about it, apart from my Iberian infantry. These guys, once more, don't really have the greatest uses in battle, apart from just, you know, general flanking and just really some extra numbers. So for now, you guys just line up over there and get ready. So, right. I've got my ambush squad, I've got my cavalry, I've got my other cavalry, I've got my elephants out of harm's way, hopefully. Let's take this army out quickly, turn around, deal with the other enemy army, and if all goes well, we'll be moving into our new house of Thapsus. Let's do it.
The enemy have proved their cowardice. They have reinforcements, as if numbers matter.
Right. Oh, I forgot, they're initiating the battle actually, so slingers, just stay put really. Let them come to you. How did I forget that? I think I've been too aggressive recently, haven't I? I've done that many aggression battles against the Romans. I've just thought, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. But you know what? Those guys are going to link up with their allies. So we're gonna take them out now. End of. So Sacred Band, begin moving forward. Poenis, you also begin moving forward. Balearics, come down that hill. We're taking these guys out now. We're not fussing about. I need one army taken out. I can't fight both armies at once. Our army is not big enough to do that. And they're going to try and link up as well, it seems. And that's fine. Because if these guys come running to their ally, that's good. Because what that's going to mean is that artillery is going to be all left behind and abandoned. And that's going to mean I can move in and snipe it. And then my elephants will be free to bring chaos to the lands. Right. Balearic Slingers, you need to get forward, please. You're letting the phalanxes overtake you. Because the enemy right now is being indecisive and can't charge. So, for now, keep doing it. For I do suspect the enemy might just be trying to play the waiting game with me. But for now, the Slingers are profiting. So, I'm going to take advantage of it for now. If the enemy chooses to be indecisive, let them choose to be indecisive. Poenis, just in case, because right now I'm just trying to gauge what he's up to. Haven't quite worked him out entirely. I'm thinking I might just switch you around just to watch the flank, but for now, yeah, the enemy's just being disorganized, being a rabble. Right, cavalry, begin pulling around the flank and get ready to wipe out that. Get ready to wipe out that ballista. These guys won't retreat, by the way, because they initiated a battle. They knew what they were getting themselves into. End of. They can't run away from battle they initiated. It's just not allowed. It's rule 101 of the playground. So yeah. Right. Get another good volley in there, by the way, lads. There you go. You took a few more out. Right. I don't know what we're doing, by the way. Either this is the AI having a little glitch out session, or this is like the world's worst military tactics. But either way, yeah, the Brutii are not really doing themselves any favours right now. General, looks like we're going to commit to a fight now. So Slingers, I want you back. So run back. Cavalry, they're just now going to herd up those enemy light auxiliates. So you do that, and I've got the ones moving in on the ballistas. Few Pilums coming in right now. Right, Slingers, rendezvous with the ambush squad and get ready to do more good. Poenis, I want you just to provide some support here, but Poenis, you deal with those Praetorian cohorts. Other Sacred Band, you start moving down to deal with the rest of those legionary cohorts. Some are just trying to run around, they've just realised what they've done. They've let my cavalry just go and take control of the battlefield, and that's going to be their downfall right there. But for now, we need just to put on enough bodies just to deal with those Sacred Band. Slingers, you just line up near my cavalry and get ready to deal with the other enemy. Right now, that artillery is very far behind, by the way, but it still needs to be taken out before I'm confident in bringing the elephants.
And break the will of his followers.
Right. Sacred Band, by the way, you're letting an enemy get around your flank, and that's not good enough, is it? You're not in a good position right now. Cavalry, get back here and give a hand, because some of my Sacred Band have foolishly gotten themselves isolated. Right, not good. I could see some big pain here. It's alright though, I've got my cavalry coming in right at the back. This help is on the way. Poeni infantry, you need to go and just help over here. So Poeni infantry, you get over there. I've got more Sacred Band on their way to help, but yeah, my Sacred Band are going to break from this one. They got themselves isolated and they've paid the price, but it's okay. Big cavalry charge coming right in the back. Yeah, it's doing okay. It's the enemy's wavering. Come on, push them into a full rout though. There we go. Right, cavalry, keep the momentum going. Go wipe out the other unit now. We're not going to focus on kills right now. I want this army routing. That's the goal. Rout, not killed. Killed is a nice preference, but for now, they need to be out of my hair. Slingers, I know you're going to have some traffic coming in your way, so I'd just like you to move forward a little bit just so you don't kill any of our retreating Sacred Band, because they could rally back to a battle, which is what I'm hoping will happen. Right, you two, close the door, kill those guys off, because we need to organise ourselves now. Right, they're gone.
They are running from the battle in terror.
Okay, right, you kill what you can if you want, but don't get too worried about getting kills. We want to take out this enemy now. This is our goal. Poeni infantry, you're getting ready. Right, ambush squad, I want those hoplites out and ready. Bring them out. Libyan mercenaries, bring them out. You guys, bring them out. Cavalry, that artillery is miles away right now, so just go and take it out. I'm confident in actually bringing the elephants forward because I'm pretty confident actually that by the way, you guys deal with those guys. They've been noticed, so these guys are going to go, ooh, hello, some weak units to kill. We'll just take those out. Cavalry, don't get bogged down in the Velite gladiators. No, no, no. When I say don't get bogged down in the Velite gladiators, that means leave the Velite gladiators, because now look what you've gone and done. You've gone and got yourself routed, right? Go forward and deal with that artillery. That's your concern right now. Slingers, 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 slingers. You're getting a few good shots out, actually. You're doing good. Cavalry vote right now is running around and causing some chaos, right? Good thing that they were just more interested in my slingers, though, right? Generals, cavalry, deal with the cavalry. You two, get out there and get ready to deal with that Archer Auxilia. They need to be gone. Get rid of that Archer Auxilia, and then I'll start bringing some elephant support in. Libyan mercenaries, deal with the urban cohort. How are we doing over here? Spearmen are helping out. Right, Libyan spearmen, you're just gonna have to help out. Right, artillery is out of the picture there. Some of my units did fully rout though, so that is not a good sign for us. Iberians, lend your bodies into the fray and just help the general. I would rather not have Careless Karma pass away in this battle, so right now I'm actually tempted just to pull him out. So Careless, you just get yourself out of there. Take 5. Poenis, don't bother chasing down archers. So yeah, I was a bit foolish there. So right. There we go. Right. Enemy generals out. What was he, by the way? Oh, he's just a captain. Not a full general. Right. You guys, sling and skirmish. You guys, skirmish and javelin. Velite gladiators right now are close to death. I need to try and take more control of this battlefield right now, though, because things are just not quite falling into places where they should be falling. But those Archer Auxilia are on the run. So elephants, I want you to come in and I want you to start getting some kills. That is just it for you. That is your goal. Get in there and do what you can. The Archer Auxilia are no longer a concern, and neither is the artillery. The artillery is gone now. So right, you guys, come back. Deal with the cavalry. We're going to make this a total victory. That's it. Total victory. That's all we're going for now. So you guys, he's going to get away this time, but he's running away from the city, so I don't care what it says. I think we've got Thapsus under control now. This will be our new territory, our new frontier, and we're going to use it to bully the Romans. Oh yes, another town liberated, and not just a town liberated, one of our initial towns as well. That's of great meaning to me. Right, slingers, call it a day. Elephants, give my skirmishers a hand, please. Just see that they're not going to get murdered by these Romans. So go on. Nice rear charge. Absolutely boom, boom, bangity boom. Brings down a Praetorian cohort like a sack of spuds. Right. Iberians, go lend a hand. We've got these guys on a run, so you got some free kills now. And yeah, that's actually it. We've got the Romans have we've won.
Chase them from the field and give them no rest or pity.
The enemy did exactly what I expected them to do, and for that they've gotten killed. And that is what I like to call a satisfactory result. So go in, get your kills, just finish them off, lads. End of story. Victory goes to us, and I am very, very, very happy about that one. Cavalry, come on, let's chase down those Velite gladiators. I don't want anything making it back to Thapsus. That town has got to be empty now, and oh, careful! But that town must be empty, must be ready for me to march in and go for a straight up occupation. I know the town is currently in the midst of rebellion, but my heart does say occupy. We'll impose low taxes, we will impose nice laws, we will be nice, because it's a town of Carthaginian men, though years of genetic mutations and shit like that means it's probably more genetically Roman at this point, but we'll make it Carthaginian again. But yeah, we've taken down 2 units of urban cohorts, and that keeps me happy. Well, actually we're taking down a lot of urban cohorts today, but yeah, there we go. hardly anything has made it back to Thapsus. I think that's enough just for the game to say, fuck it, you win. And I hope that is the solution, because the Romans have played themselves in this battle, and they've just absolutely ruined it. Come on, see that they're all gone. I don't like seeing urban cohorts being alive. I only like them when they're dead. Crushed.
The soldiers have brought you a great and deserved victory. The enemy are crushed.
Well done, men. You've done a good job. Heroic victory. Just look at those pathetic enemy kill numbers as well. You guys have performed absolutely excellent today. Okay, one unit did make a mistake, but overall, you guys have done a brilliant effort. The kills aren't really that great because there weren't really that many enemies to kill, but everyone has done their part. We worked in unison. We had our tactics sorted. That was a battle that was practically free of mistakes. I'm just happy with everything that happened there. I think I did a good job in keeping units in reserve. We also made a correct decision just to take the aggression against the other enemy, then just quickly moving in. I think we did start to lose a bit of control once Captain. I believe Nero was actually no. Oh, which one was the main one? I think Quintus was the reinforcing army. I think things got a little bit out of control when he arrived on the battlefield, but I think we steadied the ship. I mean, we did the key tactic: take out the anti-elephant units, so then the elephants can move in and just wrap it up for us. So overall, happy days. A heroic victory. Please give me Thapsus as an extra prize.
Glorious victory. Our ships are under
Oh, great. Now we get to lose a naval battle as punishment.
Roll for your lives.
It's just because the game doesn't want me to listen to the nice, heroic music. God, it's like table tennis, this.
Our ships are under attack. Disengage. Our ships
Can you just
are
sink
under
already?
attack.
Thank you.
No more moves.
Yeah! Thapsus is ours as well.
Mighty one.
Okay.
We have conquered.
Begin the occupation. I know someone's going to say you should be exterminating, but I don't exterminate my own cities. This is a liberation, not an extermination.
Our ships are
Oh, and yeah, the
under
Julii did
attack.
actually respond. Okay, fine. Why does the naval combat hate me?
Disengage. Out of moves, sire.
Oh well, positive result still. We control a new territory. Thing is, people don't like us here. We've got issues in that the public order is absolutely crap. But once more, it looks like this is a city that the Romans have woefully managed. So we need to establish additional. We just need to establish additional things here. I'm suggesting as well, actually, maybe recruiting additional town watch would improve our. Yeah, even recruiting some additional town watch is gonna improve our public order. But yeah, what's the issue right now? Unrest, cultural penalties, distance to capitals, squalor. Yeah, I mean, look at that, 80 squalor. That is what's causing us big problems because the Romans just don't invest in hygiene and shit. So I'd say actually. I don't know. I'd say get the temple done first. They're both going to take 2 turns, but yeah, we need to just do that. But yeah, we've done that. We've taken Thapsus. If the town does rebel, I am going to leave it. But for now, that's a town the Brutii can't use, and yeah, it's going to be a town they're going to target as well. But fine, let them target it for now. But we've done it. We've taken another town. End of turn report. 488. We have lost a bit of gold, but that's okay. We'll live. My spy in Demidi passed away though, so we need to get a fresh spy out there. So Serta, you begin working on a new spy for us, please. Thank you very much. And let's see, what else can we do? Construction report. Tingi now has its awesome temple to Baal. Serta a Grand Bazaar, and Nabo Martis has improved its walls. So Tingi, begin working on your first unit of Sacred Band, please, while we can. And then begin working on an army barracks so we can begin recruiting Paweni alongside them. Parma has some skirmishes by Avware Cafe, going over some long shield cavalry. Caralis by Reem, Tingi, Libyan spearman, Oscar, a new spy. So the last thing I'm actually going to... Oh, and Serta, a new assassin as well. So the last thing I'm going to do this episode actually is I'm going to have my assassin move a little bit so I don't forget he exists. But you, Spy, you are to begin making your way to Limonum, or Condit Redonum as it's actually called. You have a 75% chance of infiltration, so I want you to go and do that. And then Assassin, you are going to go, right now you're not going to be good for infiltrating a city, but see if you can, not really good chance to kill either of these guys. What about a Diplomat? 21%, what about a Captain? 31%, right. Your chances aren't very good, but try and take out a Captain and it might give you the edge that we need. Looks like the Scipii are preparing to board, by the way, all these disembark, so that needs dealing with. Oh, why can't... Oh, did you fail? Yeah, you missed. Well done. Idiot. Right. You. Admiral Bomber. The chances are literally 0 to 0 you're going to win, so, yeah. But just have a go at it, please. Just that's all I'm asking you. Just have a go, and you lost.
Withdraw! Withdraw!
Right, that's not brilliant, because that means a big Scipii army is now about to land. So, Parma, I'm suggesting right now is you get at least 1 unit of Iberian infantry prepped and ready to go. At least, actually, you know what, get a unit of Libyan spearmen prepped and ready to go. And you are going to take whatever you have and you are going to send it to Caralis as additional backup. Bodmelkar, you can't really do anything to help. Luckily, we're going to have that Quinquereme in a turn as well, so that's going to be useful for us. Actually, you know what, Serta, before you do a spy, get at least 1 more trieme out and about. Actually, no, start working on the Quinquereme. Just go for Quinqueremes. We need them. Admiral Abdimki will also bring some additional reinforcements to the field soon, and blah 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 blah. But look, I'm going to call it a day there. We've got Thapsus. Holding on to it is going to be a bit of a struggle. We are fighting an uphill battle against public order. This is a town that has been ruined and mismanaged by the Romans, so we're going to have to do what we can to build this town back up. Luckily, this guy is a famous victor, though, so at least he's liked. He doesn't really have that much good management, really, but we'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. I mean, at least we have a priest of Baal who's going to help him out here and there. So, but for now, I'm going to call that an episode. And actually, you know what? Get 1 more. And I know I don't want to like recruit like a million billion town militia, but get 1 more town militia. I don't really do out. Okay. Actually, that's because it's a skirmisher, isn't it? Look, just 1 more town militia, please, and just see if that did anything. It didn't really do anything. Okay. Retrain a sacred band then. But yeah. Next time, we're going to try and do whatever we can to hold on to Thapsus. Most likely the Brutii are going to throw everything they can at it, but fine. We'll create a black hole, and while the black hole sucks away the Brutii strength, perhaps I'll sneak out and capture Carthage. But that's for the next time. See you there, folks.